alarm swiftly. Start the fire swiftly. Burn everything.
Can you briefly sum up for our viewers what the story is about?
Fahrenheit 451 is described as a fireman's journey to discover knowledge in a world full of dangers and oddities. He meets a 17-year-old girl named Clarice who introduces him and opens his eyes to the many censorships and lies that surround him.
Why aren't you in school? I always see you wandering around every day.
Afraid of children my own age. They're always killing each other. Has it always been like this? My uncle says no. Who do you play in Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451?
I play a confused fireman in a futuristic society, but instead of protecting houses, I burn them, and along with the books that they contain. In the beginning, I live my life unknowing of the insane world around me, and after Clarice visits me, I start to rethink my actions and decide that the only way to fix the world is to read the pages I have burned. My goal is met by many obstacles, including my lifelong friend, Captain Beatty. Who do you play in this story, and how do you contribute to the plot?
I play Montag's chief fireman, Captain Beatty. I am knowledgeable in the ways of books, but all I believe they hold is corruption. I am an authority figure of which Montag is quite intimidated by. All people want us to be happy, right? I mean, colored people don't like Little Black Samba. White people don't like Uncle Tom's Cabin. Burn it. Forget them. Burn everything.
Who do you play in this story?
In this story, I play the retired professor that Montag consults once he realizes that books hold the answer. I am the brains behind all of his actions and guide him through.
What do you think the viewer will get out of this story?
I think each viewer will realize and come to the understanding that with knowledge comes power.
Something's missing. I guess the only thing that I positively knew was gone was the books that I burned in 10 to 12 years. So I thought books might be the answer.
Books are only one receptacle. They were the places where we stored things we were afraid we were going to forget. The magic is only what the books say.
Give Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 4.5 stars.
At times, it was confusing because the characters would go into long monologues and you couldn't understand what they were saying. But other than that, the author touched on some very key points.
Intriguing how the author about 50 years ago accurately portrayed what is already starting to happen today. For example, in Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, his civilization was quite addicted to watching wall screens, which are very similar to today's big screen televisions.
Overall, we would recommend this book to all people who enjoy suspense and good literature. Okay, I'm going to look at your cat for inspiration.
Be like Libby.